Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin. I'm an author and speaker, and I'm the author of Chakra Healing for Vibrant Energy, exploring your 7 energy centers with mindfulness, yoga, and Ayurveda. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for subscribing below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings, 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame romance, general readings, life path and purpose. You can book that at my website, michellefondinauthor.com. Welcome to Divine Feminine Guidance for the Empowered Divine Feminine. This is where I guide you on a twin flame topic, a spiritual topic, or a topic for your well-being. Today's topic is stop energy depletion. This is something that came to me because I was helping out a family member. And if you are an empath, light worker, divine feminine, sensitive soul, then you need to listen to this because it's something that I have discovered over the course of the years. And I noticed most recently when I was helping out a family member that I fell back into this pattern. If you would like to stop the bleeding out of energy when it comes to you extending care, help to others, then do stay tuned. So what happened was I noticed that as an empath, I have a tendency to overdo it when it comes to helping others. I tend to go the extra mile, put in the extra time, and give it my all. I tend to be in the driver's seat when it comes to helping others, especially my family members and the people that are really close to me, the people that I love and care about. And this is not always to my highest good. And if you've noticed this pattern in yourself, you might notice that it's not in your highest good either. As an empath and a light worker, you want to help others. You want to care for others. You want to help others in any way you possibly can. But the problem is that sometimes in your effort to care for others, you move into the driver's seat. And that's not often where we need to be when we're helping others. When we're helping others, we need to be giving assistance, but allowing that person to remain in the driver's seat. And so I'm going to give you an example that plagued me for years. And it's something that I do talk about frequently, this particular relationship with an alcoholic loved one who was my boyfriend at the time, between the years of 2013 and 2018. So I talk about this relationship because I really do believe that there were huge patterns of growth in the course of this relationship. And so that's really why I mention it so often, and this example is no different. So when I was in a relationship with this alcoholic loved one between those years, throughout the course of that relationship, there were many times at which I had encouraged him to get help to get sober. To that end, I did extensive research. I talked to many people. I looked up programs, rehab centers, talked to him for hours about this topic. I was depleted of my own energy over the course of the years. Now, of course, I did not realize it at the time because I was so fixated on helping him to find the light, helping him to get better, that I didn't realize that I was in the driver's seat and I was driving him to try to help him to get better. And he really wasn't on board. For most of it, he wasn't on board. There were moments in time where he had agreed to try it out, go to some meetings, go to detox. But for the most part, it was all of my efforts to try and get him sober. Now, in the end, it backfired because I was in the driver's seat and not him. In the end, it was a lose-lose-lose situation because he lost because he didn't have the opportunity to get in the driver's seat when it came to his own sobriety. And I felt completely depleted of my energy because I was giving all of my energy over to him for all of these efforts that amounted to nothing because he wasn't in the driver's seat. The third thing that happened, and I'm going to talk about this for you guys, is that I began absorbing all of his negative energy. So not only was my energy depleted, but in addition to that, because I'm an empath, I was absorbing all of his negative energy on top of it. Now, between 2018 and now, I've certainly learned many lessons, and I've learned how to moderate my energy so that if I end up helping another person, then I am going to let them take the driver's seat and not be more invested in their healing journey, whatever that may be, than they are. However, most recently, I was in a situation, still am, but I was in a situation with a family member who needed some assistance, who needs some help. I decided to go all out. I invested a lot of time, energy, and effort, and I would wager to say a lot more energy, time, and effort than my family member. And it came to me that in the middle of the week, last week, I broke down in tears because what I was doing wasn't working. And the thing is that it wasn't working because I was trying to take control of the situation. And my family member, while this family member was invested, I was way more invested. So what I decided to do was meditate on it, first and foremost, get some angelic guidance, and then realize that I needed to give this person's energy back to them and to empower them, to put them in the driver's seat when it came to this particular situation. And so that's what I did. I did a meditation wherein I gave their emotions back to them, gave their energy back to them, and immediately I felt this weight lifted off of my shoulders. And then I told my family member in the 3D physical world, I said, hey, look, I realized that I've been driving this, I've been in control of this, I've been in the driver's seat, and you need to take more control of this than me because it's your life. It was really more my fault than my family member's fault because I got so enthusiastic about helping. Now, of course, this family member actually does need my help. So I'm not withdrawing that particular help or assistance, but I'm reeling it back a little bit. And I am not taking on my family member's emotions in the process. So let's go through the steps where you can stop energy depletion if you happen to do this with friends or family. So the first thing you need to do if you are helping out a family member or friend is invest only the amount that they are willing to invest in the problem. So for example, if your family member is saying to you, look, I'd like you to spend some time with me to teach me this computer software. And you are well educated in this particular computer software that you know how to use, but they don't know how to use it. And so if you go way over the top, get super excited and decide to buy them the software, you decide to set up a schedule, make PowerPoint presentations and everything, that's just going way over the top. It's putting you in the driver's seat and it's not allowing them the empowerment to be able to take some of those steps themselves. So for example, what you could do in that case is say to them, sure, I'd be willing to teach you how to use this software, but first you need to purchase the software. Secondly, view some of the tutorial videos that this software's companies have already put out there so you can get a basic understanding of how this software works. Next, try it out, do some sample test runs. And then if you run into any problems, then I will certainly step in and just show you some shortcuts or the way to do it. So do you see how if you approach it that way, you are taking more of a back seat to helping out a family or friend rather than taking the lead, taking the driver's seat, and being way more invested in their problem than they are. So that's the first step. The second step is to notice what is happening to your energy levels, because if you're not noticing what's happening to your energy levels, you could be running with it, you could be taking it way over the top and becoming depleted in your energy reserves because you're giving it over to them. and you're not realizing how depleted you are actually becoming. Now, part of that energy depletion is going to be your sense of resentment toward them. So if you feel like you're way more invested than your family or a friend that you're helping, then you're going to begin to get upset, angry, frustrated, resentful if they are not as invested as you are in their own problem. So just notice that. Notice if you're getting a little bit upset or angry, that means that your energy reserves are getting depleted. And the best course of action is just to pull back a little bit. The third thing that you must notice is, are you picking up on their emotions, and are you carrying their emotions with you? As an empath, we do tend to carry other people's emotions, whether we realize it or not. We just do. If you notice that you're feeling really anxious about this problem, it's likely that you are picking up on their anxiety about their own problem, and you're just carrying it along. So if that happens, it's making you then go into overdrive as an empath and as a light worker because you want to help them. So if you notice that you're taking on their anxiety, their frustration, their desperation to get this problem resolved, then you will notice one other thing that happens is you become more controlling. So that's probably the very final step that is the humongous red flag in your own efforts to help somebody, and you're depleting your reserves so much by helping or assisting this other person that you then become controlling. And the reason why you're becoming controlling is because you're trying to get your energy back. You're so incredibly depleted at this point that you're just trying to do anything you can to get your energy back. And so you want to fix the problem ASAP. And so you become ultra controlling toward the other person. And if that happens, it means that the situation has gone so much out of control that you need to step back from helping altogether for a little bit, to give yourself a chance to breathe, to give the other person a chance to breathe, and to reassess how you're going to take this situation moving forward if you still want to be invested in helping this friend or family member. So just notice those signs. Notice those signs of energy depletion for yourself as an empath or light worker, and then you can take the steps necessary to reel it back, get out of the driver's seat, let the other person become empowered by driving their own problems, their own solutions to their problems. And you are just going to come by to assist them and backing them up, if you will, but they are the ones that need to take the lead in their own problems. And if you do that, then you're going to maintain your own energy levels. You're going to prevent yourself from picking up on their negative emotions. And you're going to be a lot healthier in your relationships because you won't be trying to control other people. So I hope this was helpful, Divine Feminine. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on the bell, scroll up to all for all notifications. And thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with others who could use a little help in not depleting their energy reserves. And thank you so much for your support of my YouTube channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can join a boot camp or a meditation course. You can also join our group coaching. The links are all below. And I will see you in the next video.